Okay.
top 4, and we have actually
Talking about Skura.
Mono U Faries now from Skura, and Alessandro Piraccini with his John Gleezard directly from Rome. So we have a Rome,
there's a Roman in the
top
top 8.
eighter.
And judging by the matchup, I don't want to jinx him again. I mean, my score has been abysmal. So it looks like a very favorable matchup. We saw him against Zio Francone, Skura against Zio Francone, also playing Gleezard, and he just easily 2-0'd.
Yeah.
So let's see if Skura is able to, will be able to put up a fight.
So they are very relaxed. You see, they're talking, they are laughing, and I think that this is a quite good message. Also in these situations, to be friendly and not toxic. Please remember that. Also chat. Also. Because they are actually playing the top 8, the top 4. So our best chance, their best chance to win this Paupergeddon. That is the biggest one, right?
Yeah.
In history. So
the biggest,
until
next time.
Yeah.
Until next time.
If we find a bigger venue, we can maybe.
The problem is always that. No?
Yeah.
We have 1,000 players. If you want, but
there's a lot of people who want to play, want to participate.
Yes.
In this opening game on the left, it looks like I see, at least statistically and potentially also brood scale. So
he's ready to win turn 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Handshakes.
Handshakes
at the beginning of the match, because that depends at the end.
This person's playing a Glee deck that's not playing Wildfire. Instead, they're playing Gates in order to get red. So the Wildfire is pretty important for being able to ramp and get to Chrysalis earlier, but not having bridges means you dodge stuff like Cast into the Fire and Declaimer, which is also quite good.
Yeah.
They Fairy Seared. I don't know how they scried. Probably gonna ninja here.
Too. That's the plan, at least.
Nothing's stopping the ninja right now.
And he's thinking.
So now should I? Okay.
Oh, just get in for one, draw second card.
Yes.
So you can see here, this is definitely the reason why without Chrysalis you're under the gun. They've already got 3 power. It sort of almost looks like they're playing mono red with all these 1/1s.
Yeah, that's Kuldota at home.
Yeah, a Lembus.
Flying Kuldota.
So they get to get a sort of a preordain.
Yeah.
And draw a card. They bottom. Looks like they have Nile Spellbombs in their main deck. Okay, so a Spellstarter Sprite can counter essentially everything from the Jund player now. So now Skura can just sit here on his 3 damage a turn and basically not have to do anything. Just try to interact on the stack. I wonder if we're going to see a fetch. Because he specifically bottomed a card, and fetching will ruin that scry.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a fetch in response to the Lambus. To the Lambus trigger, I mean.
Decides to snap the fairy to draw a card. Okay, so another card drawn. Converting the snap into a card is good. Trying to make sure that he's going to set up land drops. Okay, does fetch. Weird. Okay, so he specifically put the swamp on the bottom. Drew a blind card, then fetched the swamp.
Yeah, he's a magician. He knew it was on the bottom.
People are already unhappy about the lands.
Of course.
It makes sense though, because he's got to pick up and put down the fairies constantly. They need to be closer to make it easier.
Yeah.
So this could be land 4. Okay, go Spellbomb. Doesn't really do anything here. And a tap land.
In this version, no.
Certainly under the gun right now.
Yeah.
But he was on the play. I think.
Yeah. He has more lands, so I guess so.
So we see a red land and a black land. Is there maybe a cannonade in the main deck that he's trying to draw into? I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't think so, but I may be wrong.
Okay, Moon Circuit Hacker picks up a Miscreant. That's 4 damage coming in. They get to draw off the Moon Circuit Hacker, and then they can just replay the Miscreant.
if he finds the island, because I
Right.
believe he wants to keep 2 mana open for counterspell, just ready for the Chrysalis.
Deadly Dispute on the
And-
Wellspring. So if this
Yeah.
resolves, they will also ramp.
Yeah, draw 3 and ramp. Interesting card.
So trying to figure
Yes.
out whether or not to counter. Countering here would put you tapped out and dead on board to the combo if they have like a way to filter the mana. Because at 5 lands, they can play the combo from hand.
Yeah. He would need to find another win condition because he can't attack in the same turn.
Right.
But-
If they have something like Energy Refractor, they could convert
Yeah.
the Infinite Colorless into any mana and then just cycle the Spell Bomb or play a Munitions and win the game.
Yeah, but
I certainly
we
like
don't have the-
Energy Refractor in these kinds of decks to give you that go off. Oh, Spell Pierce.
Okay.
So he draws 1 card, no ramping. Could
Yeah,
still
thinking-
representing a Spell Pierce.
Oh, that's duress.
Got a Duress. I think
And
you
the
just
Nigel
get
Wellspring.
the Basilisk into play.
Yes.
Oh, it's got a
Malevolent
Rumble.
Rumble.
Rumble is good.
Another spawn.
Safekeeping. There's the Brood Scale,
Oh.
so definitely
Double.
playing the Brood Scale ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can actually win right now. Can he do it with the duress?
Yes.
Uh,
No.
I mean,
So-
no. He has
No.
the spawn.
One
So he
spawn
can-
and 2 lands, right?
Yeah.
But if there's a
Yeah.
Spell Pierce, then he will not be able to win
Yeah, exactly.
or go off.
And he has no untapped land.
Island lands in front just because. So that you'll ask that question most likely.
Again, he's handling in Twitter.
Does he have a
is
land? He has
islands.
a landscape that he can play, so he can. It's a risky situation trying to play the Duress right now because you really need it for the next turn. But Duress doesn't hit the spell setter sprite, so touch and go. If you Duress right now and you see a Spell Pierce and no snap, you could take the Spell Pierce and then just put the whole combo on the board and hope they don't draw into a snap on the next turn. Plays the
Okay.
Brood Scale, plays a tap land.
So now you are playing around that spell pierce, right? Because you are playing your creature of the combo and then pass. Not doing duress, not doing anything.
So he's got
But-
2 green-black lands. One is a black base that he chose green, and one is a green base that he chose black. Just saying, these are my green-black lands. Don't worry about it. Red over on the left.
And he's not scared of running the Gleezard, putting on the board because he doesn't really. Need
Not
to be
planning on
afraid of
blocking.
removal. Yep.
The main thing is to be able to force through all the interaction, and with just Duress, Spell Pierces or Spell Setter Sprite's a big problem. So Skura is going to loot, discarding a Spell Pierce. That makes sense. So he did have it in hand. Plays another island. That could be Counterspell plus Spell Setter Sprite.
Yeah.
Really needs like double Glee, double Duress. Goes for Snap.
Okay.
Okay, just to deny some mana.
So
for
by
next turn.
not leaving up that other land and playing out a tap land there, he could have had the safekeeping available to respond to the snap, forcing
Yes.
the counterspell or spell setter sprite.
So the sequence.
But now
here
he's in a
is
very
duress.
bad spot because spell setter counters the brood scale, just way behind. Kind of has to do a hand check with the duress.
Yeah. He passed from
Okay,
the.
he's trying to put more in hand and force it to happen, but I think he's just really far behind. It's a second Glee, maybe? Or a Duress?
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably Duress.
Yeah, second duress, right?
I think you probably fire it off and see what happens.
Yeah, just to get the information.
Worst case
from-
scenario is they have double spell setter sprite though,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they spell setter the first duress and then you duress again and they go, haha.
Okay. Attacking for 4.
Yeah.
So there's one turn left, although he does have a Lembas in play. Could crack the Lemus to gain some life and then cycle the Spell Bomb, carding a Snare Master Sprite and playing another land. And then he can play the Miscreant and draw another card.
Okay.
I think it's probably not allowed. I think technically Islands in Front is not allowed, but we're all friends.
Yeah.
No one's going to yell at him.
Cycles the land. Is that the third duress?
Third duress.
Third Duress is great if they were non-spell stutter sprite.
And the munitions.
Some munitions. Okay, so they could try to force everything going and then... Okay, main deck Troublemaker Oof is interesting. Goes Duress.
So this is the pivotal turn.
Definitely
think
has
he
to make
will
something
try.
happen right now.
Yeah.
He will try now. I think he's going all in, Alessandro, right?
He has 6 mana right now, so if he has a if this Duress clears the way, counterspell, snap. Okay, I think he wins here, or
Yeah.
let's see. He's got to play another Duress on the other counterspell. And then he's got the safekeeping,
For the snap.
the rest of the
yes.
counterspell. But then he doesn't actually have enough to go off 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he needs... What's going on? Typing something out. It's
I
okay,
think-
Mom.
I'm going to win this Paupergeddon.
I'll be back
Just letting
soon.
you know beforehand.
I think he wrote the cards in hand on the notes of the
Yeah, okay.
telephone, but the judge is there. So chat, don't start saying things. The judge is there and already tell him to wrote it on paper.
He's like, homie, what should I do?
Please.
And if the head judge doesn't have a problem with lands in front, then neither should we.
Okay. The judge is there and believe me, is also paid to be there. You are not, so let's continue.
Okay, starts out with the munitions. It's an interesting play. So this can take out the Spell Stutter sprite, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I like this because even if they pop the ninja,
Yeah.
they have 2 mana left over, so they're getting hit for 3. I guess technically they're alive, and then they can just sacrifice the Lembus if they put in a ninja, because it'd be 2/4 damage coming in. All right, let's see what happens.
He knows the cards in
And
hand.
Skura can snap his
At least
ninja.
2. Yeah.
Yes.
Cast of One Mind.
That's 2 cards. How many lands has
Hey, this
Alessandro?
I feel like it's
6.
not gonna. If Skura has a ninja, he can attack with everything. Then he has to try to kill the ninja with the munitions. But then he's got 3 power. He can just snap the ninja and get in, or have a second ninja and deal 5 or 4.
Yeah.
Scary.
Okay.
So let's see what
Okay.
happens. Maybe a little bit of trying to be tricky.
We are
What?
before blocks.
Goes after the
He has
miscreant.
I mean, he has the spawn to chump block the ninja.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, okay,
I thi-
okay.
I think
I
you
didn't
can chum block and sacrifice him with munitions.
Why did that
right?
never occur to me?
Yeah, these are
Now,
very...
kill the other fairy with the Lembus,
Yes.
or kill the fairy with the spawn. Okay.
With the spawn.
He's gonna ninja in response.
Yeah. Does he have another
That's
one?
bad.
Because this might be lethal.
That's bad.
And... Oh,
Yep.
yeah, he does, of course. Snap on the one.
I think it was too
ninja is back,
risky.
and that's 4 damage. Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
And yeah. The second ninja really threw his mouths off.
Wow.
Brutal.
Wow. He gets 1 game against one of the worst matchups in this metagame.
He did it. He
Nice, very
snapped,
nice.
He snapped another ninja in order to have the second damage
Yeah.
on the trigger of the target. Actually, when the target was done, he
Yep.
had the opportunity to snap the ninja and ninjutsu back.
Yeah, because
in-
there were post blocks.
Yeah.
So the first time he couldn't save the fairy.
But he knew that the
after
snap
block
was going
done,
to occur, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
So, but
I
he
think I
didn't know
would have
about the
just
second
blocked
ninja.
and then tried to go for the Lembus.
Yeah.
Maybe you
yeah.
could use that for life. He only had 2 men available.
Yeah.
That was a tough
Probably.
situation for sure. And
Yeah.
that's kind of why mono blue fairies has always been the combo police. They're very efficient. They have a lot of disruption. They have a lot
Yeah,
of card
probably,
draw.
Yeah.
probably it was a very good move from Skura, but actually Piraccini could be could be done a better block, right? Because you can just block and gain 3 life from Lembas, I think, in
Yeah.
order to not to be risky in any way.
The
In this
only
way-
problem is that if he has that second ninja, yeah, you're alive, but then you're risking them drawing another counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
needed to
you
put
had-
really needed to put the creature on the table that turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had another duress though, so even
If
he
you were
survived
able
that
to
turn,
go
he could.
for the brood scale, get the
Yep.
get the Glee on it, make infinite mana, infinitely sized brood scale in response to that snap, then he could have cracked the Lembus for an additional 3 life and block the ninja, just hoping that there wasn't a snap again. And at that
Yeah.
point, it would have been, maybe a slightly better path to victory. I'm not sure. I'm just going to take 1 second off. I will be right back.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Not an easy board to navigate.
Yeah. Again, I'm thinking about it's. I think that was quite unfortunate block, but huge closing by Skura actually.
Yeah. This is a huge win.
Yeah.
He needed this game 1 win because game 2 and 3 are going to be very hard to navigate with. What does he have? Snuff out? Yeah, no, that's not. 4 breath weapons. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I think that post side, it will be quite harder to Skura to close this match, right?
Yeah. He has the 4. Where are those? 4 Chrysalis, yes.
Yes.
4 breath weapons. 2. I want to say 2. Oh no, 1 makeshift munitions. So
Okay.
that makes 9 must counter.
Yes.
And leaving you with nothing for the combo. So this
Yeah.
is a very very difficult matchup after sideboards, especially. Let's see what he has for sideboard. He has
I think that
some amount of
You-
hydroblasts may come in for in anticipation of the breath weapons.
yes, for
Annul,
Hydroblast,
maybe?
Annul and
Yeah.
Hydroblast. I think that still he has Blue Elemental Blast, the same thing. So he has from 6 Hydroblast and Annul.
I
So
mean, I wouldn't
8
play all
cards.
6 hydroblasts. That might be a bit.
No. Exactly.
Yeah,
You would
a bit
pay
more.
like 3,
Yeah, 3, 2.
3 or 2,
Something like that, yeah.
And same for Annul.
I mean, I
probably.
wouldn't expect 4 breath weapons from after the side.
Yes.
So I would definitely maybe
Yes.
underside. But yeah, let's see if he draws them.
The
So,
turn 2
whoa.
brood scale.
Yeah.
This is a quite strong start now, huh?
It looks like the Glee player had decided to put some of his sideboard cards in his main deck with the Troublemaker Oof and the Spell Bombs.
Yeah. Which he can
Because now their
just
sideboard
easily
has
throw out.
4 ofs. That makes it a little bit easier for them to side things in because they have the easy outs as well.
Really good this
ninja.
snuff out in this spot,
spot, yeah.
because we had other way real problem.
Yeah, that
Back
was a
on the
very
table.
good tempo play. Just snap for 0. Go in with the ninja if it had worked. That was another
Oh yes.
card in hand.
Yes.
So very, very timely snuff out.
Yes.
All right, what are they going to
So-
do?
How do you manage that lizard there?
Just passes. He's scared of the combo, of course.
Quite reasonable.
Yeah.
I think the brute scale player probably tries to adapt on end step. I'm not sure. It looks like they have a safekeeping in hand.
Yeah.
He
It
can't.
would have been better for them to have the Glee plus snuff out on the spell stutter sprite. For
Yeah.
some reason they didn't attack.
I think he's holding back for potential creatures with flash that might enable some ninjas in hand.
Right.
Of course, spell stutter, but he may play the other one, the 1/2 that. Let's see if he plays it.
Okay, the
I don't
adapt
think he
resolves.
yeah,
It's going
the
to
Brand
fetch
Barrow
out
Intruder.
a mountain. Now he can go
So-
like
You can try.
sadistically, hopefully that they play out their spell stutter sprite and then you fire your cannonade, but then you do lose your spawn.
Yeah. Oh, but then the creatures just die, and no, the Glee is not.
No, they would
online
die
yet.
before the Glee.
Yeah, exactly.
Another land.
Another fetchland.
But he's in a position where he can just like breath weapon to clear the board if he has one in hand anyway. Chrysalis.
Oh,
Does he have the counter spell?
this is a good one.
I don't think he does, because he would otherwise he would have snapped played it. Or
Or
no, he does.
he does.
He had to arrange the islands first.
Yes.
But now there's a lot more mana on the table for the Glee player, and they can maybe accomplish a bit more. But only one black mana available. Another Fairy Seer. Thinking it through.
Thinking. Yeah.
Not an easy choice. He was going for one.
It looked
top
like he
one
was
at the
going to go
bottom.
bottom.
It looked, but now it's thinking about it. Probably
Oh,
one
I don't know
top
why I
on
keep
bottom.
saying Cannonade. Sorry about that. Breath Weapon. Breath Weapon is the right pick. Cannonade does not work against Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I mean, in
Yes.
this matchup, they might as well be the same card, but
I'll just
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
the sweeper.
yeah,
Also against the Goblin Lucky will not
yeah,
work.
that's also pirate.
Yeah.
But breath weapon doesn't hit the avenging hunter, so you can do the double breath weapon too.
Oh no! What a loss.
Yeah,
They're deadly disputing, sacrificing a spawn. If this resolves, they get another black mana.
Yeah.
Looks like it does
Drawing
resolve.
two. Yes, and the
Has another
He's
landscape in
looking.
hand.
for Atamio is searching for Atamio, right? No, I don't know.
He has the
No.
Tameo in hand.
yeah. Maybe he's searching for the Glee, actually, or does he have that as well?
I think I see an Invistor's Insight in hand.
Okay.
In a land, maybe.
Coming soon in Pauper, mono red dragons. Keep your opponent guessing. Is it pirates or dragons?
The famous one mana dragons.
Ooh.
yeah.
So, Skura getting in with a Ninja of the Deep Hours. This is probably the moment where you try to fire off the breath weapon. But it looks like he's not going to.
Yes, you have the mana to pay for the spell pierce.
Yeah.
He fetches. Okay, so he's not going to play it now.
We have also the results of the other top 4 table, where Cicchini, also known as
Zio Francone.
Zio Francone, won 1-0 for now. It's 1-0. So
Against Uccello playing Dredge.
yes.
Yeah, he said the matchup.
So it looks
is
like
not
he's
very
tapping the
good.
3 mana. But why would you not
Oh, Dispel. Yeah.
spell on... Okay. Wow, so is he now tapped? Oh, he has an island. Could have an annul. You just slam it. Another Brute Scale in hand.
He's maybe pondering if he needs to cycle his
Yeah.
land. Can we take a moment to say how strong those lands are? They're incredible.
Yeah.
They're untapped mana early on in the game when you don't really need that much color mana. If you already have one, you can just
They made 3-color decks really easier to
yeah,
work.
yeah. And
They're very,
later on
very
in the
good.
game, just very late in the game, you can just cycle them.
Yeah. So Lizard is coming.
Makes it a 3/3. That way you can block that ninja still.
Okay.
Extra spawns are available. Still has the ability to breath weapon with the 2 spawns. Getting in.
With another ninja.
Decides to not block, so he's got another ninja. Island. What's it going to be? Looks like they're playing this Fairy Seer back out.
Yeah.
Both on the bottom.
Bottoms both. Okay.
Okay. Now this is a key turn, right?
I do think so. There's a breath weapon, safekeeping, and a land.
So what is the right
Really
sequence
wanna-
now?
I think that it seems like they're still on the back foot here. They can't really use the breath weapon. It'll get rid of their
Yeah.
spawns.
Yeah.
And there's
And
nothing you can do after the breath weapon. So I think he might be inclined. Oh, he attacks.
Okay.
So
Also swing. it's a plan. Also
so here he
yeah.
could just like
go aggro. When in
block
doubt,
with the 2
go to the
spawns with
face.
breath weapon on the opponent's turn.
I think
As long
so.
as they don't have a
because-
3rd fairy.
Yeah.
Okay. Blocking without
Double
showing how
blocking.
he's blocked because because we have lands. there.
Safekeeping.
Ooh,
That's a good one. Spell
Yeah.
setter sprite.
wow.
Are we going to see the breath weapon? Safekeeping
No.
again.
Tamio. Okay.
That resolves. So he's going to gain
Okay,
2
so-
life,
And
and
he
those
kills
creatures
both
die.
ninjas.
Takes 3 going to 8.
Okay, that was a nice turn, and he still has the breath weapon, yeah, in hand.
What is the other card?
Trying to hold
Is it-
on to it.
The land, yeah,
The land.
the one he wanted to.
Okay.
He could cycle. He decides not to. He might need more mana to fight all those counter spells.
I wonder, Skura seems like they have a lot of cards in hand. There's another
Yeah,
Fairy Seer.
again, both on the
It's like
bottom.
they're thinking it through.
Yeah.
Because they can potentially loot into it with the hacker in play. The top
One on
bottom.
top. So here it is, the
Block the
Preordain
hacker.
at home. Yeah,
And then going to pay 5 mana to Viscer's Insight, sacrificing the
land.
land.
Yes.
oh, that's why
Will
you
that
need the
resolve?
untapped mana.
Looks like it does
It
resolve.
does.
Drawing 2
So-
and finding a land and
Taking 1 damage.
They're going to post-combat play a Miscreant. Does not draw a card because it needs a second Miscreant in play. I think they drew a Duress. See if they fire it off.
Yeah,
Fires off the Duress.
there it
quite
is.
quite good rest now, huh?
Ooh,
There's an Annul and an Island in hand. So now we just
and there's a Chrysalis.
get that
Ooh.
Chrysalis on the table right now.
Yes.
Breath weapon first. Clears the board. Now down to just an island.
And the Glees without the lizards without the Glees are actually going to go the distance.
They're gonna
That's
go
6
the
damage
distance.
now and 6
Yeah.
later on.
He needs
He
Echoing
doesn't
Truth.
even need the Chrysalis. All right.
So he's
fine.
Snapmaster Sprite. That actually buys a whole turn because it
Yeah.
locks down one of the Brood Scales. Yeah, I don't really know why they didn't sacrifice the spawn there. Pay, but I guess it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
They wanted to fetch with their fetch land. That one's still tapped. So gonna attack in. Plays
Okay.
Chrysalis.
So he's not going to win
Send
this.
3. It's gonna be a
turn,
chump
but-
block.
Yeah. Not
Okay.
much.
I don't see an out here.
Okay.
Yep.
1 and
GG.
1.
So another good match going so far. There's players are 1 and 1, and Mono Blue is going to be on the play, which is going to be very, very important for them.
Yeah, I didn't expect that Mono Blue was really trying to win this match.
Yeah, yeah.
But actually it was close, more close
Yeah, closer than we expected.
Yeah.
The matchup is so hard. All these cards you have to counter, but actually, if you manage to put some pressure early on,
Yeah.
especially if you're starting, if you're on the play, which Skura is right now. So
And we could
this
see that
might be
Skura
an
was doing a
interesting
lot
game.
of bottoming with the Fairy Seers, trying to
Yeah,
look for the right
yeah.
cards and just wasn't finding them.
I will take a moment to highlight that we are almost 1.2k spectators
Wow.
now in the right now.
In
So
chat.
really,
Incredible.
thank you everyone. We are making history actually of Pauper. We are making it.
The
We're-
biggest tournament in
Amazing.
the world. Yeah,
biggest tournament, Pauper tournament in the world. Biggest stream, Pauper stream.
yeah.
At least until now.
Until now,
Yeah.
of course. In the
So-
future,
Until next
someone
time.
is going to top us.
Let's go. So just spam the chat
Yeah.
for this minute. Spam your chat and makes us see you.
The play
Oh,
points
I just
giveaways.
realized- Just realized I put Jand Gleezard on my Fantageddon roster, so that's a lot of points. 3 in the top 8.
Did you put Tribe on there too?
No, I put Cycle Storm. I believed.
No, why?
I believed.
Okay. There
What's
is a
gonna
lot.
happen? Oh. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Power is love. Yes, it is.
A
Best format, of
lot.
course.
A lot of.
Hello from Oslo. Hello,
Yeah.
Shevar.
The match
2 mana in
started.
play.
So back on table. Kali is doing is doing well. We are already distracted.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
we're
2
doing
days of
things.
streaming. Just
Our Skura flashed in a spell starter sprite on end step and get in for 1 damage. That makes the second spell starter sprite pretty good.
Yes.
Can counter a 2-drop now. Trying to play
And-
that tempo game. He's got lots of lands. No ninjas coming
Yeah.
in.
Not yet. I think even if you had ninja, I mean, yeah, you would.
So he's going to end
probably
step Deadly
play-
Dispute.
Yeah.
Draw a card trigger.
Do we say Dispel?
Spell
Nope.
starter sprite.
Second
That was
spell starter, yeah.
pretty expected.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I
That
was saying.
was a
Even if
huge
you had
start.
even
Huge
if you had the
So he's
ninja,
going to fetch before the draw.
it's not obvious that you play the ninja in that position because you play the first spell starter in order to counter 2 drops,
Yeah.
and it's better if the ninja picks up the second spell starter, so it's more value.
Yeah.
I mean, more selection instead of value.
Being on the draw against Mono Blue is quite difficult. They have the breath
Yeah.
weapon. If they can somehow get him to tap out, they could breath weapon here. But it's going to be hard to do.
No, please, Ghost Funko, don't
He
give
has the
these weird
Chrysalis. You
ideas to
could try
chat.
just jamming the Chrysalis. See if there'll be a counter spell. If there's
Oh.
no counter spell in hand and they're relying on the spell starter sprites, okay, he does have the counter.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
But
so now
he's ramped for next turn.
I'm expecting Ninja from Skura into
Yep.
play the Brood Scale, respond with a... Oh, no Ninja. But here's the moment with double breath weapon that you try to make it happen. Got double safekeeping.
Oh, but it needs another red mana. He only has
Brood
1.
Scale. Well, he can't double breath weapon now, but he can try to make something happen. And just being very patient, doing nothing in response to that Brood Scale. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Alessandro can end step adapt the Brute Scale, putting a little bit more mana on the table and making the Brute Scale live through the Breath Weapon. Then he can get in a fight over Glee or something. And having the 3-power creature in play is pretty good against 2-power on the other side.
Yeah.
4 mana.
Goes for another
Coming
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
So no potential for... no counterspell.
Ooh,
That is a big spaghetti.
Big spaghetti. Yes, exactly.
we call that the eggplant.
The eggplant.
So now Faries under the gun. All he has to do is find another red source to try to get that board wipe. Man, Chrysalis. You can totally understand why some people are unhappy with the card.
Yeah. It shuts down so many.
They're getting in, so they're gonna block.
They have a ninja.
We see a ninja.
Okay.
Cannot breath weapon this turn.
Does it just lose the spell starter?
Sort of just
Yes, it
trades a spell starter sprite for
for a random card.
a random
And?
card. Yeah.
1 damage. 2 damage, actually.
But did you
Okay.
see how one
There's
card
a
changed
miscreant.
completely?
So this is- Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just
When I
one
first started
card.
playing Pauper, I was excited because there weren't so many bombs, but now it's bombs again. The bombs have
too many
filtered
bombs.
down to commons. So if he finds a Glee, he can try to Glee on the Brood scale, making 2 infinite powered attackers, forcing the spell starter sprite, and then just respond with the breath weapon and winning the game.
Yeah. So
Going to
Sacks one
sacrifice.
spawn.
Goes down to 2 spawns, putting 2 counters on that. A dispel.
Dispel.
Okay. So he's got the moment. The cannonade is live now.
yes.
The
Or
mid-range
breath
plan
weapon.
looks
I can't
very
stop.
strong. Yeah, yeah.
Which spell?
Which spell?
Dispel.
Dispel.
This one. Sacrifice. Goes for the breath weapon. Do you have a Hydroblast? Yeah, or a
Do you
Dispel?
have it?
Hydroblast.
Hydroblast.
Okay. So
Yep.
now do they have the Glee? That wouldn't really win the game because they have no way to turn on the combo. But looks
It
like they're
seems
going to
like
play a
no.
second Brood scale.
Yeah.
Just full on mid-range.
I think
Looking for
you... Oh,
9?
they're going in. They're getting in there.
Wow.
They probably
That's a
just
two-tone
shoved the
clock
Brood scale in front of the
of the
ninja then?
Yeah. I guess so. He still has a 6/7 on
He's
the
stuck
board.
on 4 lands. This has been quite a ride here in this match. His 1 untapped swamp. Skura's down to 8.
I think to
Easy block. Get rid of that card draw
Piotr.
engine.
Piotr Pavel.
Piotr Pavel. I think
think
it's
it's, Polish
it's
as well.
probably Gleez out, right? Now they sided out.
He started out Glee. That's
You think they sided out the Glee?
That's an
I
interesting
think
choice.
I think so. This is the right plan to win. The mid
Just
plan.
be the mid-range deck?
Yeah.
You don't.
I
need
guess
to
if you're
combo,
relying
just-
on just beating down with the giant
Oh,
spaghetti
snuff out.
eggplant guy.
Yeah,
results.
exactly. Breath weapon, just mid eggplant that are
Yeah,
attacking,
yeah.
and that's it.
Go for the vegetable aggro plan.
Plants versus zombies. Plants versus zombies.
Plants versus fairies.
Plants versus fairies here.
Snare Master can lock
ooh.
down that. So that's a good pickup for Skura.
Yeah. No.
Do not
Second
untap.
time it happens. Tap for
Okay.
three.
It's in for
Again.
3. So he's now at 2. Does he have a ninja? No, it's post-combat.
Can you imagine?
All of a sudden, Okiba gang.
Oh, and he
GG's,
resigns.
wow.
Yeah,
GG's.
Yeah,
The
GG's.
Chrysalis getting it done.
yeah, they.
Okay, now you're
a
sold me on
great plan.
Jund Glee. You put Chrysalis and the Glee combo together.
Yeah.
But what you
Yeah.
need is Chrysalis, Glee, and Refurb, and Sneaky Snacker. Put all those together.
Yeah. What?
but again, you don't need Glee if you have Chrysalis. That's it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
that's
need
right.
it. You don't need it. You just may bring it the best common card in years and play it. That's it.
Yeah.
So
So how do we make it work? All artifact lands.
All
Just
artifact
4
lands.
disputes.
Get those
How many
refurbs
dispute
down.
effect? Yeah, 4 of those 4 fairies. Are we
So
trying to sneak
basically,
in also
the Jund artifact Glee that I played, but swapping Enforcer for Chrysalis.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, you try that. We'll still watch the
I've only made
videos.
4. We've played like a Jund Affinity Glee, and I've been able to 4-1, but never 5-0 with it.
Yeah.
So at
With
least one
the
person
Cleansing
has in the
Wildfire?
past, though.
With Cleansing
could-
Wildfire or just ignoring that?
Just affinity stuff.
Okay.
Classic affinity stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything unfair, you
Okay.
just put in the deck.
What makes you have more card advantage and things than your opponent? You bring it in, and that's it.
So we're waiting for, I think for Piraccini for an interview.
Yeah, in 1 minute he will be here.
So
and
chat, if you have questions, this is the time to
we
make
have
them.
1.2k of people here in the chat. So spam the chat and ask all questions in Italian and English, but be fair, please.
Yes, we can also interview
Yeah.
Skura. I mean, if it's not salty about the matchup, I mean, it doesn't look like the player who gets
Yeah.
Down after
we
a
need
loss.
we need to know also
Really
how it
impressive
was-
run. Winning.
Yeah.
He lost
How did he
3
get to the
matches
top
over
8?
like 25.
Jund better than GB? Yeah, that's a nice question.
In your opinion?
What would you ban? Yeah, in my
I
opinion,
think Jund,
yeah.
Satan is the. I created my username in high school when I was reading a lot of Wheel of Time. Satan is like the male version of the magic in the book series.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Raken
that's
is
interesting.
the dragon thing.
Yeah.
I'm not too versed on Wheel of Time. I mean, I saw the. Is there a TV series? Okay, no, let's do.
Yeah.
Ah,
there's-
Colo.
oh, hello.
Hello, Alessandro.
Hello.
Are you comfortable with English, or do we need to translate?
We can try. Then, if it's too difficult, I will call someone.
Okay. Giga
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I like
Well
it.
done.
Congratulations
People
on your
said
win.
you
Thank
may
you.
have sided out the Glee post board. Is that correct?
Well, no, it seemed that way, but no, I didn't see that. After the match, I thought, well, if I put that out the next time, so I will think about it because, as you have seen, the race was good. So
Yeah. Just the mid-range plan,
That's
very
an-
convincing.
That's an idea. That's an idea, for sure.
You just
You-
need Chrysalis, and that's it.
Yes,
Just a
I,
Chrysalis.
I take out the combo against the mono red. Madness,
Yeah.
I maintain 2 Glee, but in every other matchup, I always keep 4 Glees.
Okay.
It seemed like your deck was built to put a bunch of, at least some sideboard cards into the main deck.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, there is an oof because I would like to have 16 cards sideboard, but the fourth oof doesn't enter. So I've put it main. So main deck I have oof and Nadia's Nightblade to deal with a Trespasser Curse from Vulgari Fog or something else. So
There's an interesting question in chat. What's the reasoning behind playing gates instead of bridges?
well, I feel like I hate playing bridges because every time I play bridges, I die. Post side,
Absolutely, I
before
totally
D8,
agree.
In your life.
Yeah.
Pass into the fire and to glamour
Yeah.
are everywhere.
And
Yeah,
the bridges
yeah,
are
yeah.
double color, so they take off 2 colors, and you are 3 colors, so it's a disaster. So I really need
Okay.
non-artifact plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my reasoning for playing mostly black-green Glee, but it seems that the gate lands have gone pretty well for you. Do you find it to be a problem getting Chrysalis out in time because you don't have that ramp spell?
Well, honestly, no, I didn't suffer that much. I don't know why. Maybe because all the aggro decks, I concentrate on them only after the side. I think doing a Chrysalis turn 3, which is not something you do often, doesn't always win the game. So I prefer to hard siding then and losing G1. I always lose G1 against aggros.
And that's
It's
why you have
pretty
4 board
strong
wipes.
against Burn to be having 4 board wipes. And do you have 4 Weather the Storm too?
Yeah, 4
no?
breath and
So,
4
yeah.
weather.
That solves the matchup. It's
Yeah.
just
Yes.
make it happen.
Yeah.
So
Did
of course
the
you brought
Troublemaker Oof win you any games? The main deck one?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Did your main deck Troublemaker Oof win any games?
Win, yes, a Madness. Madness did have 2 Trespasser Course main, one and he saw them, and I took out with Duress, and the other with the Oof. So I didn't, and I didn't
Wow.
see the Nadiers, so it worked.
Awesome.
Very good.
Very good.
So, do you have other
So-
questions? How are you so good and why is it exactly? Ok, no, questa la dico in italiano. Dagli Piraccini, come fai ad essere così bravo e perché proprio non giocare Terra-Artefatto e Dual e non giocare Wildfire? Quindi, domanda un po' così.
Ci sono... Ci sono pure complimenti all'aspetto fisico, che fregno, evito di dire il resto del...
Adesso, sì.
Salutiamoli, grandi, che fregno, ok, va
Yeah.
bene.
Do you think the Gleek deck is too strong or is it
Honestly,
acceptable?
no. I think the Gliss deck is so strong because in this meta there are no controls because of affinity. So I would like
Okay.
to return the controls, and the controls will balance the meta, winning against Glee. I
And then you don't have to choose bridges. Then you won't have to play bridges because they won't exist.
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't listen.
We can get rid of bridges so that you
okay.
don't have to make that decision.
Ah, yes, of course. That's a line.
That makes it even easier.
That's a line.
What do you think is the worst matchup against Glee?
I think BG Garden and UB Faries, and I didn't expect them at all, so I was pretty confident.
All right. And well, that
There
paid
were
out.
UB Faries, right? Quite
There were a few.
in day 2, I said.
Let's see.
I think that
With Chrysalis, you are much more favored versus the fairies than without it in black green.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the Black Monarch does the GG. When they play
yes.
Black Monarch, the Chrysalis doesn't do anything. They don't need to spend a removal for that, and they also
Actually,
draw
yeah.
2 cards for 2. So, and they also
Have you-
can't tap out because they have snuff out. So it's a disaster.
Right. Have you considered playing the new Persist downshift over Duress?
Yeah, but it's 2 mana, and the cards you want to put out from the opponent ends are always non-creatures. So, Pilfer, I think it's the name.
Yes.
Yeah, Pilfer.
So
I said
for that
persistent.
Except
That's
for
what I keep
maybe Spellstarter, but you have something else against Spellstarter. And there are not a lot of Spellstarter in this meta. Yeah,
That's the point.
due to the Chrysalis.
Yeah.
They're asking you, but be fair and under your opinion, we need a ban.
In my opinion, yes. I think or Affinity. Or Blood.
4 Glees in the top 8, one in the
4
semi,
Glee-
both in the finals.
Zero affinity in top 8. 4 Glees. He's playing Glees.
Ban Affinity.
Ban affinity. Okay.
Strong opinions here.
I know I might be crazy, but
Biased.
I repeat the concept because for me it's important. There are no controls. So Glee
Yeah.
can do everything he wants, and there are no controls because of affinity. This is my opinion. So, okay, Giant Glee or Glee BG wins, but puts in the meta BG Garden and UB Faries, which are out because of affinity. Then let's check it out what happens. I think this.
Okay, so
That's my
so you
opinion.
think that banning or nerfing, let's say, affinity, because every time that they say ban affinity steals.
Yeah, it receives
Yes.
it received a lot of
It's
bans.
almost like
K-Dog.
there was only one thing to ban
Yeah.
from Affinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, you think that nerfing affinity can rebalance meta?
Yes, rebalance
no,
is the
with
correct word.
rebalance having decks like Gardens again and
Give a little love to control.
yeah,
Being able to.
because actually it's the one that is missing.
But then
yeah,
there's
no?
there's the problem of
There's
having
no control at all.
yeah.
The most control deck is affinity. in my opinion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This meta.
Yeah, it draws a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
We miss
not a
also
control.
familiar, right? We miss also
Yeah, we miss
familiars.
familiars.
Yes,
Very beautiful deck.
Familiars is not amazing
Meta.
versus Glee.
Yeah.
So,
See me
Bana,
sideboard putting in foil and snuff out, trying to
But can you-
live.
can you imagine the reaction after this Geddon with 8 decks, 4 Glees,
Yeah.
and banning something from Affinity, the
Yeah, I mean,
players.
we can hope that a lot more players are not will stop playing so much Affinity. Maybe
Yeah.
after this top 8, people will realize that both sideboard games are very, very hard.
Yeah. Okay.
But then again, even if Affinity is played less, people will start playing less hate cards in the sideboard, so the problem cannot be solved alone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what was your favorite match of the event so far?
Well, favorite, really,
The most memorable.
there's not a matchup I sit down and say, okay, that's an easy win. That's for real. I'm not saying that for other reasons. It's real. Maybe mono white. With.
But did you have a game or match that stood out as just really fun or memorable
Yes, one I
this
lost.
this event?
Yes, one I lost against RG Ramp. G2, he put the Trespasser course again, that, and I made the UF when I was at 2 life. So precisely, I managed to win G2 and then I lost G3. But that was
Okay.
an incredible victory because I made a dispute and draw exactly the 3 cards I needed to win that crazy game. His board that was unbelievable.
So you're having fun only when you draw what you want, right?
Yes.
It certainly stands out when that's the case.
Okay. So, complimenti Ale,
Yeah.
bravo.
Grazie.
Congratulations.
Bocca al lupo.
Go take
bocca
your
al lupo
break.
per dopo.
Thank you.
Hydrate.
Grazie.
And good luck.
Ciao.
Good luck for the finals.